I bid Arrivederci to the Eternal City as I fly about 400 miles south to the tiny island nation of Malta.
Wichtig schäfer bitte, lam bitoli dublet. Dizze gleku dis ginja, dappes dat smulet. In is laurita shinzit net malarus. Da agola aitu, bishtil bitte bus. Arusi abletana pa zolzit. Und is im Peschetet, adanana meriet. Manana matachka som komplet is amici. Dit pop per versi o dik chef kip gigi. Wichtig schäfer bitte, lam bitoli dublet. Dizze gleku dis ginja, dappes dat smulet. In is laurita shinzit net malarus. Da agola aitu, bishtil bitte bus.
Signori membri dell'aeroporto internazjonali ta' Malta, ġentilmenni talbukom tibqgħu biqeda biċ-ċentrin tas-sigurtà maqful.
Temperatura ta' 24 grad Celsius.
I haven't even been in Malta for 10 minutes and already I like it a lot better than Italy.
To the robot. We talk about it every Saturday night. Don't get me wrong, now I think we completely mad. It's getting harder, you see. Make level fresh and clean the love machine. The shaky jockey, uncontrollable wreck. Who's wreck? Who the heck is wreck?
Ja, zaraz. Oh wow. Wielki napis być. Idziemy, znajdziemy je jakoś. Jak co to do dworca dojdziemy i z dworca będzie łatwo dojść. Nie wiem, czy u nas tak daleko wystarczy. Bo już nie wiem, czemu ta strona i mi znowu nie działa. O, mapkę znalazłem. Ja wiem, co pisałem, to po schodkach się idzie, to może tam gdzie te schodki. Wiem, że teraz nie wpuszcza, ale to lepiej wolę teraz zobaczyć, gdzie on jest, żeby potem się nie plątać, nie szukać. But it's on this street. Tu maski żądają? Mam nadzieję, że nie wszystkich. No, możemy spróbować sobie z tymi topołami, nie? Wow, how cool is this?
It's ready.
Oh, it's ready? We can check in?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. Wow, ja, typowo butik. By far the best accommodation I've had in Europe outside of Poland. Dobrze, że wziąłem te wszystkie wtyczki, bo tu są te brytyjskie. I really hope you guys like stairs, because you're going to be climbing a lot of them in Valletta. Around 1530, the Knights of the Order of St. John arrived on the island of Malta with the intent of only using it as a temporary military base for their campaign against the Ottomans on Rhodes. They would end up ruling the island for 3 centuries. The fortress of St. Elmo, the most famous fort in Malta. So where the birth of Malta basically happened after the Knights of St. John defeated the conquering Ottoman army. For almost 4 months in 1565, 6,000 troops consisting of knights, soldiers, slaves, and foreign allies resisted 40,000 Ottoman troops under the command of Suleiman the Magnificent. Tragically, only 9 Maltese and none of the defending knights survived, but the humiliating defeat of the egotistical Ottomans became one of the most celebrated events in 16th century Europe, putting an end to decades of Ottoman aggression in the region. Since its construction in 1552 by the Knights of St. John, from what was once just a simple watchtower, the fort has been significantly modified to include a church, lighthouse, and new barracks. It was further strengthened during the British rule and was instrumental in repelling Italian attacks during World War II, but the assaults left the fort severely damaged, and it was finally abandoned by the military in 1972. Its purpose fulfilled, it's only appropriate that it now houses the National Military Museum. The fort also served as a stand-in for a Turkish jail in the film Midnight Express. Shortly after the siege, Grandmaster Jean de Valletta began constructing a series of fortifications around the bay. And in 1571, he officially established the city of Valletta as the island's new capital. And it was one of the first capitals in Europe to be officially planned and designed on a drawing board. Today, Valletta holds the title of Europe's southernmost capital, as well as Europe's sunniest city, averaging 127 days of sunshine per year. And at less than a quarter of a square mile is the smallest capital city in the EU and also one of its smallest in terms of population, with just around 5,000 people. But with around 320 monuments, one of the densest concentrations in the world, this UNESCO city has been described as an open-air museum. A tu widzę jakieś biznesy. Tą stroną, ze strony dworca będzie. This is all that remains of the old Royal Opera House, unveiled in 1866. It was bombed during the Second World War. As you can see, they never bothered to fully restore it, though I read if you actually go dine in the restaurant beneath the site, then you can actually see the original ruins. We're about to try some local Maltese food for the first time. The service here is a little slow, so I've popped into this shop while we wait for our food. Our food finally arrived. We have a local chicken salad and swordfish fillet, some sort of tomato-based sauce. I've never had swordfish. We ordered some Sisk Lemon. First he said it's a beer, then he said no, it's not beer, and actually yes, it is beer. And we ordered then some other local beer as well. Yeah, it has a very strong ocean taste. Yeah, it's okay. But the sauce helps a little bit. Jak taka kolejka, to nie idziemy. Chodź do muzeum. Będę myślał, że można sobie tak wejść. W Malce francuski hymn śpiewa. Long before Jean de Valletta founded the city of Valletta, the Maltese Islands were home to a mysterious prehistoric culture who first arrived from Sicily over 7,000 years ago. And the best place to learn about this chapter of Maltese history is at the National Archaeological Museum.
jaħdmu fl-bliet l-aħħar bidwi fwit il-għasel u jien jinżlu fwit il-għasel f'dawk il-ġrar iż-żbieħ nies għall-passiġġati jiġu għall-mistrieħ stingat bis riservat għall-sniter għall-klieb tal-bacċatur żmien il-gamil wara l-moħrit naħdem fiskiet l-aħħar bidwi wit il-għasel u jien wara l-moħrit naħdem fiskiet l-aħħar bidwi wit il-għasel u jien.
Specjalnie w Monday wziąłem, myślałem, że tłoku nie będzie, a dominating the city's main square, the Grand Master's Palace was one of the first buildings in Valletta. The palace was constructed in 1571 and during British rule it served as the government palace. It's also alleged to be haunted.
Mamma, prendi la busta tua.
It's one of Valletta's famous Casa Rocca Piccola. The palace was built in 1580 for the 9th Marquis de Piro, an Italian nobleman whose family founded the island with the Knights of St. John in 1530. In later years, the palace was converted to a B&B and private residence containing around 50 rooms, many of which have been opened to the public as a museum, preserving over 400 years of Maltese history.
Out of black fabric because it was the cheapest to buy at the time, and it's held up by a whalebone or a metal wire. Its purpose was to provide shade during the summer months here in Malta. Since it's made out of black fabric, contradicts the cooling system, but since it's what they could afford, they had to make do with what they had. Malta is also very well known for its lace. It's a dying craft now, unfortunately, because it's very expensive and time-consuming.
Widzę pewnie ci Francuzi chyba najprzyjemniejsi ludzie w Europie, bo potem znowu mi w zdjęcie weszła, to zaraz przepraszała. Widzę, że Francuzi chyba są najbardziej polite ludzie w Europie. Between the 9th and 13th century, the island was under Arab rule, so for that reason you can see a lot of Arabic-style architecture in the city. That's where the Maltese people live today. And I think the buildings are made from limestone. Wcale nie jest takie małe to miasto, patrzcie jak jedziemy i jedziemy. W muzeum też mi się nie chciało posunąć Niemki, to widzę te Francuzi tylko tacy uprzejmi. O wow. Let's go that way, sobie skrócimy. No, there. Oh wow.